Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, a danger, and the EPA. In a mind-boggling move, the Trump administration is moving to undo the scientific declaration on the dangers of greenhouse gases from the EPA. If he does this, it will open the door to undoing years and years of hard-fought and, frankly, meager progress when it comes to the climate. There's literally no reason to revoke the declaration, except to undo regulations protecting your air, water, and climate. The target of the administration's move is a 2009 declaration, known as the Endangerment and Cause or Contribute Findings for Greenhouse Gases under Section 202A of the Clean Air Act. Basically, it's the government finding that says burning fossil fuels and polluting is bad, and therefore can be regulated under the Clean Air Act. Getting rid of this would allow the administration to unwind regulation on emissions in a bunch of ways. It looks like they're starting with cars and trucks, but it would also allow them to deregulate dirty energy plants. Obviously, people who want to live in a habitable world aren't just giving up, and there's a small piece of good news. The same language that's found in the 2009 declaration is also found in Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, passed by Congress. That creates another hurdle for the administration to jump, but it's not exactly an insurmountable hurdle. Christy Goldfuss, executive director of the Natural Resources Defense Council, said, quote, "As Americans reel from deadly floods and heat waves, the Trump administration is trying to argue that the emissions turbocharging these disasters are not a threat. It boggles the mind and endangers the nation's safety and welfare." Dan Becker of the Center for Biological Diversity didn't hold back in a statement to NPR and said, quote, "This cynical 1-2 punch allows Trump's Flat Earth EPA to slam the brakes on reducing auto pollution and ignore urgent warnings from the world's leading scientists about the need for climate action. By revoking this key scientific finding, Trump is putting fealty to big oil over sound science and people's health." In all the time that's passed since the 2009 finding, there hasn't been a shift in scientific evidence or consensus on the subject. But there has been a renewed push to maintain dirty, obsolete energy that costs consumers more. And those interests have made bigger and bigger donations to politicians. A statement that is going to sound weird today pretty much guarantees any changes would be headed to court, and eventually to the Supreme Court. Here's the statement. In 2007, the Supreme Court ruled in Massachusetts v. EPA that the Obama administration was violating the Clean Air Act by not considering the damage caused by greenhouse gases. Remember when we had a Supreme Court that at least attempted to make things better for the citizens of this country? This is going to be a long, drawn-out fight, but the stakes couldn't be higher. We're guaranteed to lose another 3.5 crucial years in the fight against drastic climate change. If they're able to gut these regulations, they'll have to be reinstated under the next administration, and it'll take time to implement them again. It's time we don't have. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.